Tips for girlies looking to get into backcountry skiing. Ooh, what other states would you move to? I was a fraud. Sorry. I just love being in the outdoors. Favorite and least favorite part about living in Aspen. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to film a Q&A for you, but I felt like sitting in my room and filming it was kind of boring. So I'm going on a little hike up to the top of the mountain in my backyard to see if I can get a pretty view, and obviously for exercise. But I thought a Q&A on top of a mountain would be a lot more fun than one in my apartment. So here we go. Testing. 1, 2. Okay, I think she's on. And look guys, I found such a pretty spot to film, and my view is phenomenal too. So I asked you guys questions on my Instagram story, and I haven't even looked at them yet, but let's just jump right into them. Actually, I want a little drink first. Did you like that ASMR? Okay, what is there to do in Aspen in the summer? Okay, I actually think about this a lot because I came for the winter and I fell in love with the summers in the mountains. Not just Aspen, but like literally everywhere. Because there is so much to do in the summer. I am just shocked. There is not enough time to do everything. Whereas I feel like in winter, you can get a little bit burnt out from skiing. We went on a hike to get here, go on a run. You can ride the gondola in the summer too, which I think is really fun. I do a lot of yoga. There's mountaintop yoga. We float down the creek. Cooper goes rafting. He used to be a raft guide, and so he goes with his friends sometimes. I would like to go with him at some point, but we don't have our own raft, so we gotta work on that. What else is there to do? So much hiking, backpacking, climbing, camping. Oh my God, the list goes on. I literally don't think you could run out of things to do. I guess if it's raining, well then just like go swimming. I don't know. That's one thing I will say that Colorado lacks is the lakes, because I just visited Minnesota and I miss Minnesota lake life. I mean, Colorado has lakes. There's like a reservoir that you can swim in close by here, but it's not as warm. It's not like Minnesota lakes are like bathwater. It's unbelievable. How do I edit my photos? They look so good. Well, thank you. I edit them all in VSCO. I used to have presets on Lightroom and I like made them perfectly. At one point I was like ready to sell them. They were so perfect. And then something happened to my account and they were all deleted. So that was awesome. But let me look at the two I use, because there's two filters that I use the most, I would say. And they make the photos look so crisp and colorful. A little saturated, but it's kind of, I like it. AU5 and AU1. And then I adjust it like beyond that. But typically those two filters are my base. And I use VSCO because it's simple. Like Lightroom was so complicated, so I just had to simplify it. Tips for girlies looking to get into backcountry skiing. I feel like this question comes up every single time I do a Q&A. I've made a video on it before. It's on my TikTok. I can link it in the description here. Cooper and I made one together about like all our tips, but honestly, the biggest thing is like finding people to do it with, like safety in pairs and numbers. So if you're in college, maybe look and see if there's any clubs that do it. I know there's clubs, especially in Colorado. When I went to Boulder, there was a club. I was on the race club team, but there was a backcountry skiing club team. But I bet there's like Facebook groups for it. I'm in a climbing Facebook group for women, and it's pretty helpful. So I would do that. And then I'm gonna link the video below to answer the question more in depth. Ooh, what other states would you move to? Okay, so you guys don't think I'm gonna stay here forever? I mean, you're probably right. I do love moving. I think anything more Western, like Montana, not sure about Wyoming. I love visiting, but I don't know if I'd want to live there. Anyways, Idaho, really love Idaho. Would consider the PNW, like Washington, Oregon, but my mood does rely a lot on the sunshine. So I feel like that could be a bad idea for me. But I'm not ruling it out, you know? I guess anything northwest or west of here. I'm not going back east at all, or Midwest, or south probably. Favorite and least favorite part about living in Aspen? Ooh, okay. My favorite part is that there's so much to do, like we just discussed. And it's all like my favorite things. Like I just love being in the outdoors, but it's like, it's so pretty here. And it's not all, well, okay, sometimes it's aggressive outdoors, but I also feel like Aspen has a good balance between like, you know, fun outdoor things to do and also like going out to dinner and drinks. Tonight, me and my friends are going to the rodeo. It has like a good variety mix of everything you could possibly want to do, except for live in a city. We don't have that here. Least favorite part has got to be how high my rent is and how hard it is to find housing, I would say. Any future plans to come to Idaho? Well, maybe I'll move there. You never know. Ooh, best hike to a lake in Colorado. Okay, guys, one time, I don't think I had like hiked a ton before this, but in college, I hiked to Lake Isabel and I was so stunned by the views. I was actually like, this is the prettiest place I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like an hour and a half from Boulder, I think. Kind of, I don't know if it's towards Estes, but like kind of that direction, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure you need parking permits. But that lake is insane, so gorgeous. I've seen a lot of pretty lakes since then. I think it was when I was like first starting to get into hiking, because when I grew up, I didn't do a lot of hiking. Like I did a lot of camping, fishing, hunting. Funny story, actually. I remember when I was a freshman at Boulder, there's like this lookout at the top of the Flatirons called Lost Gulch Lookout, and me and my sorority sisters would dress up in little outfits and we'd drive to the top of the mountain. We go take pictures up there, and I would post these photos on Instagram, and I'm in like a mini skirt and like heeled booties. And my parents came to visit for Parents Week, and they're like, oh, we really want you to take us on one of these hikes. Like you're always out in the mountains on these hikes. And I was like, guys, I've never done one. This will be my first hike. I was like, what do you think I was hiking in heeled booties? No, I was a fraud. Sorry. But other than that, I feel like there's a lot of really pretty lakes in Rocky Mountain National Park. I know there's that one loop that has like Dream Lake, Emerald Lake, and Lake Kaiaha. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's really pretty. American Lake is a very popular one in Aspen. Someone said I'm about to quit my 6-figure corporate East Coast job to snowboard more. Thoughts? I'm so happy for you. I got laid off from my corporate job and it was the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I'm stoked for you. You're gonna have the best time ever. And like really, that's what life's about. Like living it, not sitting behind a desk all day. I guess, you know, you do have to make money and get health insurance and all that jazz, but like, enjoy it. Enjoy your life. And if you have the means to quit and go snowboard for a little bit, then you should absolutely do it. Someone asked what brings you to Minnesota. I'm originally from there. I feel like I talk about it a lot, but at the same time, not really that much. But I grew up in Minnesota, spent 18 years there before going to school at Boulder. Dream brand collabs. All right. I honestly feel very grateful in the fact that I've gotten to work with a lot of my dream brands, Free People being one of them that I have dreamt of for so long, and just like, I just love their stuff so much. And I love, you know, all their initiatives with Free People movement and the spirit around it. But right now, I think it would be so insane to work with Garmin. They make the InReach, which would be just such a great tool for the backcountry. And also, I really want a Garmin watch. Cooper has one for running and just recording all of his exercises. And also, he has like a downloaded map on it. Super sick. So I think that would be a dream collab. And then also, Cooper really wants us to work with Highside, which is a raft company, so that we can go rafting a little more. Another one that shocks me that I get to work with, going off of like just how lucky I am to work with, you know, brands I dreamt of my whole life. I grew up ski racing and I always used Fisher skis, and I work with them now, which I think is so cool and like so crazy that happened. So very grateful for the brands that support me, and yeah, I'm excited. Garmin, if you see this, Highside, if you see this, let me know. I would love to hear what's on your Colorado nature adventure bucket list to see or do. Ooh, I feel like I have a couple. I really want to take a trip to Crested Butte during peak wildflower season. I mean, we have gorgeous wildflowers here in Aspen, and like you can see them even better on backpacking trips. But I just feel like Crested Butte has some of the best, so I would love to see that someday. And they have pretty lakes too. And then I also want to do the Via Ferrata in Ouray. I really want to go heli skiing in Silverton. Like, you can get a season pass and it includes one trip up with a helicopter, I'm pretty sure. Or you can get them like for pretty cheap. I mean, relatively, given that you're riding in a helicopter. And I've never gone heli skiing before, and that is high on the bucket list. So getting to do that in the state I live in, that'd be pretty insane. Do you think ASC should redesign its runway taxiway to accommodate ERJs in bigger airplanes? Okay, airport question, slay. We all know I work at the airport, so I can get free flights. No, I don't want them to expand the runway to fit bigger planes, because then I would have to clean them. And right now I only have to clean the tiny planes, and that's enough for me. I don't need any more than that. Like, selfishly, you know, I don't really know the pros and cons of letting these bigger planes in, but like selfishly, I do not want them there because I don't want to clean them. Okay, Cooper asked if I could do anything right now for 1 hour, what would it be? And it just got really sunny, so I think I have to say float down the creek. Oh, that sounds so nice, so relaxing. I wish I could do that. Actually, I need to go get ready for this rodeo. That's gonna be fun. That's what I wanna go do. He also asked if you could move anywhere in the world, where would it be? I think I would move to Switzerland for like a year. It's a big goal of mine to live somewhere, another country, for 1 year during my lifetime at some point. I would love to do that. I've wanted to do that for a while, and I don't know when it's gonna happen. I thought it was gonna happen, you know, when I was in my 20s, which it still could. But then I met Cooper and I fell in love with Aspen, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm happy here right now, though. However, Switzerland for a year would not be bad. I gotta go get ready for this rodeo, so I'm gonna check out right now. But thank you so much for watching. I love making these videos for you guys. And also, we hit 1,000 subscribers, which is so crazy because this has been my little passion project for a little bit, and that's just blowing my mind that it's growing. And I'm so grateful for you guys. Okay, love you guys. Bye.